If you want to get healthy and have success at the gym, weight loss shouldn't be your goal. Instead, focus on long-term goals like a better quality of life and becoming the best possible version of yourself. Well, that's advice from my next guest, Eliza Katoa, a personal trainer and nutritionist who shares popular weekly home and gym workouts for all levels, and she joins me here today to share the top 10 reasons she trains and why you should too. So, Eliza, what was your thinking on giving us, that's 10 tips, but none of these have to do with how you look?
Yes, that's correct. Well, I've had the opportunity to train hundreds of clients in my career. I found that many of my clients begin working out because they're focused on changing their appearance or looking a certain way. And while there's nothing wrong with that, I found that my clients who maintain long-term success and results that they're after are the ones that are focused on more than just the aesthetic, but focused on how intentional and consistent training can benefit them.
I know, I love that. And you know, sometimes we say like, oh, and it's about health, but these are even more ideas than just saying it's about health. So let's jump right into your top priorities. So very first you say, do it for better brain health.
That's correct. So Dr. Wendy Suzuki, she's a professor of neuroscience, and she actually states that exercise is the most transformative thing that you can do for your brain today. It's pretty powerful because there's long-term effects as well as short-term effects that you experience immediately after completing a workout.
That is huge. I think a lot of people are concerned about that. It seems like we all have a loved one who may be struggling with that. So if we could do something to prevent that early. And your next tip relates more to how exercise makes you feel mentally.
That's correct. So my next tip is train to boost your mood and increase your energy. One of the cool things that happens to our brain after we work out is an increase of those neurotransmitters like serotonin and dopamine, and those are going to help you feel just a sense of pleasure immediately after working out, or even a lasting feeling of well-being.
Yeah, I hear that from a lot of people. If you're feeling depressed, go work out. Like that's one of those things that can help. And that leads right into your next reason, which is another mental benefit, which is increased focus.
Yes, that's right. So train to increase focus and productivity. So again, an immediate effect that it has on the brain is that it can make you focus and be more productive throughout your day. The cool thing is that after completing an exercise, Dr. Wendy Suzuki, she found that even after one single session, your ability to focus can last up to 2 hours after completing that workout. So if you are, have a big work day ahead, jumping in and starting your day with a workout is a really good way to set yourself up for success.
Yeah, that sounds like it's a pretty immediate effect then.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm guessing long-term as well.
Yes, it can be. That's correct.
Okay, so up next, increase in focus. Train for better sleep. I think we know this. You work out hard, you're gonna sleep better.
Yes, that's correct. Multiple studies have found that exercise can improve your overall sleep quality and your ability to fall asleep faster. There is an interesting study done by Northwestern University, and they found that participants who worked out 4 times a week for about 30 to 40 minutes, they did it for 16 weeks, they actually slept 1.25 hours more than the control group who did not exercise. So I don't know about you, but even an hour of sleep is worth it to me.
That's a lot, and I think most of us need more sleep.
Yes.
Most of us are not getting enough sleep.
Don't we all?
Another good reason. Okay, now you point out that exercise can help manage our anxiety as well.
Yes, yes. Multiple studies have shown that it can reduce symptoms that are associated with anxiety and depression. And I've experienced this in my own life. I've had 2 kids. I just had a baby 5 months ago. Woo-hoo. And I struggled with postpartum anxiety. And one of those things that really helped me was moving my body. It was amazing how that really helped me cope with all the new things that a new baby brings and postpartum hormones that they bring into your life.
That is a big issue. I think a lot of women don't want to talk about that, but it's something that happens. We talked about depression earlier, but also anxiety, just all these like mental benefits that come with working out.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so exercise isn't always easy and fun, but you're telling us, I know trainers always like to say this, the hard brings more benefits.
Yes, so train it to increase and improve discipline. And yeah, it's just amazing because one of the coolest things about working out is that it teaches you that you can do hard things. When you're working out, you'll experience some discomfort, and the ability to sit with that discomfort, to embrace it, teaches you a lot about yourself. It helps you know that you're capable of doing hard things, and it can transfer to other areas of your life. When you work out and you make time for that throughout your week, it requires a level of discipline, and that discipline, again, can transfer to other areas of your life and help you be more successful.
I mean, you were an athlete, right? So, I mean, you're talking about like mental toughness, just all those things, knowing that you can do something that's tough.
Yes, definitely. I learned that as a collegiate volleyball player. Those workouts were tough, but man, they helped me learn to be resilient.
I love it. Okay, now your next tip does relate to physical benefits in a way, because it's talking about helping us not get sick.
Yes. So one of the cool things that happens in our body is when we're exercising is that these immune cells are going throughout our body, and they can actually last up to 3 hours after exercise. So you're doing your immune system a favor. And we also know that a lack of exercise is associated with things like type 2 diabetes and heart disease and arthritis and even some forms of cancer. So it can be very beneficial in just helping our overall health and avoiding sickness.
Like that, and of course, we train for self-care, but I want to hit this last one for sure, that we train to fight age-related decline. And that's kind of what our tease was about. Tell me about that.
Yeah, so we know that as we age, we lose bone density over time. One thing that exercise can help with is helping our bones stay strong. So something as little as 30 to 40, or actually 15 to 20 minute resistance training sessions, even 3 times a week, can help with that bone loss and help keep our bones strong.
That's a tough one for me. I know I should be taking calcium, but I'll do this instead if I get my, my oomph up a little bit. That actually wasn't your last tip. You have one more for us. Train for longevity and function.
Yeah, this might be my favorite tip, and it's the one that motivates me. It's the one that gets me to work out every day. I want to be that 80-year-old who can play with my grandkids, and I want to be as independent as possible for as long as possible. I want to be able to stand up and sit down on my own and walk without a cane when I'm older, and exercise can really benefit us in that way. And so that's what gets me out of bed and gets me up on those early morning workout sessions, because I'm motivated to live a long life and to enjoy it with the people I love the most.
Yeah, I think that's something we can all relate to. When we say we're doing it for our health, it's to be there for our kids, for our grandkids, and be able to participate in all the things they're doing too. Okay, so if people want some of your workouts or more tips from you, what's the best place?
So they can find me on my website, elizakatoa.com, or on Instagram at elizakatoa_fit.
Okay, I'll do it. Thanks, Eliza.
Thank you so much.